Fox News has been forced to issue a humiliating on-air correction after telling viewers completely incorrect gas price numbers, which, by the way, happened to favor Donald Trump. What Fox did is they added an entire dollar to last year's price, which makes it look like Donald Trump's record on gas prices. It's much better than it actually is. From the original video that aired on Fox News, we are putting up on the screen here, they said today gas prices are $4.06. And a year ago, they were $4.13. Well, that looks pretty good. It looks like gas prices have gone down under Donald Trump. But the only problem is that a year ago, gas prices were not $4.13 a gallon. They were $3.13 a gallon. Now, that's not like, oh, we rounded incorrectly. No, you added a dollar and you transformed a huge gas price increase under Donald Trump into what looks like gas prices went down slightly. They then issued an apology. They aired the following video where they said, we made a boo-boo. Take a listen to this. Does it sound sincere? I don't know.
And before I toss back to you, yesterday we aired a graphic that showed gas prices incorrectly last year were $4.13 a gallon. They are, in fact, $3.13 a gallon. That's 90 cents more in the past year. The Trump administration says those gas prices will fall quickly once the operations in Iran ends. Now back to you.
Just an honest mistake, right? Could have been. I don't know. I mean, television graphics sometimes have errors. We have no evidence proving someone was deliberately lying about gas prices. But notice that it's a very politically useful mistake because Fox didn't report, oh, the gas prices were $2.13, which would make Trump look a lot worse. It basically produced almost the exact number you need to conceal the fact that gas prices have gone way up under Donald Trump. Now, that doesn't prove intent, but it does demonstrate an editorial failure involving one of the couple of numbers on the graphic. Now, Fox's defense of Trump isn't going to be constrained by the fact that they lied about that number or got it wrong. The network is explaining why Americans should accept high gas prices. So like one thing would be just lie to people about gas prices. But there's another aspect to this, which is, hey, you know what? It is a worthy endeavor what we're doing in Iran. And so Americans should just go, even though we're paying more, it's very good because this Iran war is so awesome.
There's been sanctions and there's been agreements and there's been harsh words, but he's the only one to take them on directly after 47 years. And they want to do anything they can to make sure he's not president, or if he is president, make sure he does not have as much power. So that's what I worry about. They'll be able to dictate our elections unless we take them down before they can.
That's why we have to make it a national security issue. We cannot. It's not being elitist. It's not saying that it doesn't matter. Of course, gas prices matter. Mm-hmm. It impacts not just people on the day-to-day basis, but everything is controlled by oil and gas. But when you tell the American people this is a national security, what could happen if we don't get involved? No one would have ever suggested when they attacked 9/11, our Twin Towers, and the gas prices went up when we were in combat operations.
This is not exactly 9/11 that Trump is dealing with in Iran.
That should impact our response to that.
Well, don't forget, these are people that want to wipe America off the face of the map. They want to wipe Israel off the face of the map. They say death to America. So if they got a nuclear weapon, we won't even have cars to put gas in, right?
Right. I mean, how about that? What an analysis. But it basically boils down to you are paying more at the pump. I guess we can't deny that, even though we tried with the fake graphic. But don't complain, because Iran gets a nuclear weapon. Suddenly, we're not going to have any cars in the United States. And that will be much, much worse. Now, there is a serious discussion to be had about Iran, about nuclear proliferation, about the economic consequences of war. We won't even have cars. Goes a little bit beyond that conversation. And it is a spectacular double standard, because remember when gas prices went up under Biden after the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Fox treated every little increase as Joe Biden's personal failure. Now, under Donald Trump, the complexity of geopolitics has to be considered, and it's a national sacrifice that we're making. And if you object, you're unpatriotic. And what, you don't want us to have cars? Presidents do not set gas prices. That's true. Global oil markets and supply disruptions and wars, all of these things impact gas prices. That was true under Biden. It's true under Donald Trump. But Fox's standard changes depending on who's president. Under Biden, it was proof of incompetence when gas prices went up. under Trump, first they put up a false number that minimizes the increase, and then they go, we're protecting America with these higher gas prices. Maybe the extra dollar was an innocent typo, maybe not. But when the numbers make Trump look bad, they've changed the number. And when they get caught, they change the subject and go, it is patriotism. It is a form of national sacrifice that we are paying higher gas prices. Thank you, sir. May I have another slap to the face? That's what they want people to say. And I just don't think it's going to work for this upcoming election because people aren't standing for it. We have a phenomenal bonus show for you today. We will talk about the primary results from last night in Alaska, in Florida, and a bunch of different states. Minnesota is suing Texas to force the extradition of an ICE agent accused of lying about a shooting. Very interesting story. And a 51-point shift away from Trump among a key voting group. We will read and talk about that, all of it and more on today's bonus show. Sign up instantly at joinpakman.com. I will see you then. Appreciate you watching. Stick around for this next video and don't forget to hit subscribe so you actually see our uploads. You can also catch the full podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.